Welcome to our program on Kardec Radio.
Hello, dear friends, and welcome to another daily prayer program. My name is Deise Galan, and we are here together less than 1 week that we celebrate Christmas. It's such a special time of the year. Can you just feel the warmth of Christmas around? People are kinder. You walk around and there is this beautiful decoration. So, Christmas, what is it all about? A lot of people associate Christmas with presents, right? With family gatherings. But we cannot forget, friends, the true meaning of Christmas, the time that we celebrate Jesus' incarnation here on earth. Such a important time because we know that with Jesus coming to earth, things were completely different. And that's why we say before Christ and after Christ, right? Because Christ coming to earth was such a key moment. And we are so grateful because of him. Now we can pray together, we can be here. He taught us so much, and he continues to teach us each and every day. So tonight we're gonna dedicate this daily prayer to this togetherness with the Christ himself. But before we start, let us say hi to the friends that are here. Hi friends, thanks for joining us. And let us do our initial prayer so that we can connect with the mentors, with the guides. If you can, make sure you have a cup or a bottle of water right next to you so that you can drink it afterwards. So, shall we get started, friends? Yes. Let's put some music here so that we can feel inspired. So, we invite you to close your eyes and let us feel this togetherness with Christ. Dear loving Master, thank you so much for coming to our planet Earth to teach us how to be kind, forgive, to understand. Thank you for teaching us how to be humble yet strong within, and also be able to face the challenge of life without feeling desperate or abandoned. Thank you, dear Master, for most of all teaching us that we are children of God, loved immensely by Him, and that we are never alone because you walk alongside of each and every one of us. As we near this time next to the day we celebrate your birth, let us not forget, dear Master, the many brothers and sisters who need us the most during these times. We pray, Father, for those who lack the basic needs. children in refugee camps, mothers in shelters, family and loved ones in hospitals, clinics, nursing homes. We pray for those who are desperate and who are at this point contemplating cutting their lives short, or yet those who have already succumbed to these thoughts and actions. Dear Master, as the guide and model in our lives, you know what goes on in our hearts and in our souls. Give us the strength to overcome what we need to overcome, and most importantly, to fulfill your plan in this reincarnation without waiting for second chances, without waiting for the appropriate time and place. Let us be at work here and now. And with your permission, dear loving Master, we open these moments of prayer and reflections of tonight. And so be it. It feels so good, dear friends, to pray together and to be here with one another. So, tonight we are reading a message from the book Living Spring, psychographed by our dear Chico Xavier by the Spirit Emmanuel. And tonight we're reading message number 17. It is titled Christ and Us. Emmanuel starts by saying, "The Lord said to him in a vision, Ananias, and he answered, 'Here I am, Lord.'" This is in Acts 9:10. Men and women wait for Jesus, and Jesus waits for them. Do not think that the world can be redeemed unless souls are redeemed. In order to spread the sublimity of his plan of salvation, the Master needs human hands to accomplish and strengthen it. He began his ministry by calling for the help of Peter and Andrew, and he completed his group of 12 companions to initiate the work of planetary regeneration. And ever since the first day of the good news, he has invited, called, and asked for souls to come together in order to become instruments of his divine will, showing us that although redemption does come from the Most High, it will not materialize without the active collaboration of hearts of goodwill. Even when he comes in person to ask someone to work in his field of light, as was the case in Paul's conversation, the Master still needs the collaboration of incarnate workers. After visiting the doctor of Tarsus, Jesus immediately went to Ananias and sent him to assist the new disciple. Why was Jesus not concerned about following the new convert and assisting him in person? It was because if men and women cannot become spiritually illuminated, and progress without Christ. By the same token, Christ cannot do without men and women in the work of uplifting and sublimating the world. Go and preach. Behold, I send you. Shine your light before men. The harvest is great, but the harvesters are few. Such statements by the Lord show the importance he places on the human contribution. Let us love and work, purifying and serving always. Whenever a follower of the gospel is, that person is to be a messenger from the heavenly friend for the unending work of the good. Christ, Christianity means Christ in us. Mm. Oh, wow. What a message, right, friends, that Emmanuel brings to us so close to Christmas. Emmanuel is reminding us about our responsibility, our destiny, right? Because we know that we are here, yes, to progress, to work, to help one another, right? But this relationship with the Christ is so, so important. And he says that, yes, Christ needs us. Yes, each one of us, friends. You might be asking, but who am I? Right? Who am I, Daisy? Yes, you, each and every one of us. Do you know that Christ knows us by name? Yes, he knows us by name. Over 7 billion people currently incarnated on earth, and he knows us personally. He is the governor of our planet, right? If you want to read more about Christ's plan for the development of our planet Earth, please go to the book On the Way to the Light, psychographed by Chico Xavier, by Emmanuel, and we can read more and more about the upcoming, how Jesus is one of the Christ-like, the pure spirits who were there billions and billions and millions of years ago planning the planet Earth for each one of us. And can you imagine a master that is so humble that he still says he needs each and every one of us? Even when he could go there, Emmanuel reminds us when he went personally to invite Paul of Tarsus to join in, he still needed companions like Ananias to help because we cannot do it by ourselves. And that's what Emmanuel brings to us again. He says, Jesus came, and if we think about it, has a pure spirit, has the governor of our planet, he could have come and said, I'm going to do it all by myself. Why am I going to bother, right? Inviting 12 disciples to walk along my side, knowing that the disciples are like each and every one of us. They were learning, right? We read beautiful accounts in the book Jesus in the Home, in the book Good News, how the disciples, they had questions like each and every one of us. They were not perfect, but Jesus selected that group to be there, showing to each and every one of us that we cannot do it by ourselves. And Jesus either is so humble that he comes and says, we need you, right? Is the very first sentence that Emmanuel says here. Men and women wait for Jesus, and Jesus waits for them. And he continues saying, in order to spread the sublimity of his salvation, the master needs human hands to accomplish and strengthen it. So, there's no doubt, friends, Jesus is waiting for us. Yes, he's counting on us, he's waiting for us. So, then the next question is, what are we waiting for? Because Jesus is there, he's ready, but it depends on us to make a conscious choice to join in. And he came and he showed to us that, yes, it's not going to be easy quiz, easy peasy pie, right? As we say, it's not going to be an easy pathway. There will be twists and turns. People will hurt us. They might crucify us. Maybe nowadays, not physically, but they will crucify us in words, in gestures, in actions, right? But he taught us to be strong, right? To go through, to have courage, right? So, Emmanuel continues in the message, and then he says, quoting Jesus himself, go and preach. Behold, I send you. The harvest is great, but the harvesters are few. Yes, friends, if it was an easy path, everyone would be there already, right? But we know, yes, we need to be those working, but those workers are still very, very few on earth. Again, Jesus is telling us it's not going to be easy because we will be different. We cannot be in the world, as Jesus says, and serve God and mammon. We have to choose, right? The narrow door. But it's on us. It only depends on us. It doesn't depend on anything else. Most of the time, friends, we hold ourselves back because of what people will think, what will the society say, right? But what will my family? I need to provide for my family. Yes, we live in the world, but one thing is to live in the world, and the other thing is to be of the world. So, yes, we need to change our lenses, changing our glasses. And how do we do it? By focusing on the eternal pathway, not in the passing things of life, the material things that come and go, even family members, loved one, they come and go. It's not that we will not love them, but the center of our life, we'll put God as the center of our lives. And then we would be easily able to do what he's saying here, love and work, purifying others. Whenever a follower of the gospel is, the person is to be a messenger from the heavenly friend for the undying work of the good. Christianity means Christ in us. So, friends, the question is, are we this messenger of the heavenly friend? Are we this messenger of Jesus that is willing and open to work for the good? Do we want to be on Jesus' team? I really want to be on Jesus' team. I hope everyone wants to be on Jesus' team, right? As Emmanuel says, Jesus is already there, but it depends on us if we want to join in. But he says if we join in, the path will not be easy, but the reward later, yes, the reward will be, friends, unmanageable. We cannot wait to the day that we will meet Christ Himself. that we will be able to thank him and kiss his hands because, yes, he came to show us the pathway. But remember, not the Christ that is in the cross suffering or the Christ that is far away, is this Christ that is our friend. Yes, our friend, and he is counting in each and every one of us. So let us reflect on this, friends, throughout this beautiful week that we have ahead as we get closer and closer to Christmas, working in our relationship with Christ. So now I invite to you for our final prayer of tonight. So I'm going to put some music here so we can connect ourselves. So let us again close our eyes and let us feel Jesus' presence next to each and every one of us. Let us picture his kind smile, his tender eyes, caring hands that caress our heads. Let us remember this loving Master who incarnate on earth to show us the narrow pathway, but the pathway that leads to our eternal happiness. Dear Master Jesus, thank you so much, Master, for everything that you give to us. The present of this reincarnation, and most importantly, dear Master, thank you for bringing us the promised consoler. Thank you for bringing Spiritism to our lives that guide our pathways, console our souls, and giving us strength to be your disciples, even through the hardest moments in our lives. Thank you for walking alongside us and sending us your messengers who care for us, take care of us. Thank you for assigning a specific friend and mentor to guide our lives. Our guardian angels who are with us 24/7. We have so much to be grateful for, Father. But as children, we still feel that we lack. Please forgive us for our childishness. Open our hearts and our minds so we can acknowledge the preciousness of this reincarnation. And we also pray, dear Master, we pray for the loved ones in our lives who need you the most at this time. We pray for the many who are suffering because of the pandemic, those who are sick in hospitals, at home, shelters and refugee camps. We pray for the healthcare workers and so many others who are risking their lives to keep us safe, to keep our food on the table. Please watch over, Father, those who are transitioning to the spiritual realm, that they can be welcomed by the legions of messengers that come from on high. And we also pray, Father, for those on earth who still don't know you, not as this loving Master, those who think that they are the greatest, that they are the rulers of their lives. Please forgive them, Father, because they don't know yet what they're doing. We pray for our planet, from the grains of sand to the plant kingdom, the animal kingdom, and to all our brothers and sisters in humanity, that we can be united as your family, constructing a beautiful world of regeneration. And with much gratitude, Father, in this week where we celebrate your birth, we ask that we can continue feeling these vibrations and feeling you close to us today and always. And so be it. Thank you, dear friends, for joining us in another daily prayer. We wish you a beautiful, beautiful weekend, beautiful day whenever you are, and of course, a beautiful and blessed Christmas. Let us stay with this feeling of Jesus in our hearts, and we will see you next week. Bye, friends.